Hello friends, once again. Uh, yes. Before moving ahead about how to use Mendeley to write a literature review, let us understand what are the different type of systematic review papers. That will help all of us in understanding what we are trying to perform here. These are the different types of review articles. One, and the very important one, is based on the framework-based. Right? How framework-based review helps us? Frameworks are of generally two, three types. This slide is having only three frameworks, but there are several other frameworks we'll discuss into the later part of the video. First part is about TMCC. So we are trying to identify the theory, methods, construct, and context about how many papers have been done. So the papers which has already been performed on one specific area, what were the methods they were using? All of were using correlation, regression, structural equation modeling, or there are some who have used case study or some other methods also, or whatever is that. There are several ideas, there are several things on this. Then theory, BRT, TMCC, which type of theory they were using. Behavioral response theory, technology acceptance model, diffusion of innovation, DOI theory, which theory have been used, constructs, what were the different variables, X, Y, Z, and what were the context. Context sometimes could be a country, sometimes could be an industry, sometimes could be a different thing also. Then people have also researched about ADO, antecedents, decision, and outcome, which plays a very important role. Those who have done this research, what were the antecedents of that? What are the decisions based on that they are able to come out? And what are the outcome based on their decisions? TCCM is a just differently assembled this TMCC theory, construct, context, and methods. That's the same one. Right? Then there could be theme-based systematic literature. So how many of them has searched on theme one? The paper was on internal marketing itself, but how many of them have done research on immersed economy or emerging economies? Or the important theme was something different. How many have done this? How many of the researchers have done their research work based on internal marketing for internal marketing, based on different other classification, country-wise classification could be there, different motivation and challenges could be there, antecedents, consequence could be there, everything which is the part of this area, everything which is the part of this conduct, this theme, this idea on which you are trying to conduct everything. That will help here. That will be counted under theme-based systematic review. And then review aiming to theory or theoretical model. The ultimate objective of the review is a theory. So you can perform a review on system. You can perform these type of review papers. Just for example, I have very recently seen a paper on review of behavioral reasoning theory, behavioral response theory, the specific type of theory, the specific type of theoretical model. A few days before, I have also seen this paper on. I have also seen one structured paper on structural equation modeling. Somebody has reviewed how many of the researcher have used structural equation modeling in marketing area. There could be different type of theoretical model could have been implemented. Another type of review of literature could be a bibliometric analysis. Bibliometric analysis has been performed using Vossviewer, Biblioshiny, Publish or Perish, three popular softwares for that. Ethnography or ethnography, if you are of opinion to conduct the review based on the others review, based on the others idea, not based on the previous literature, you can use NVO, MaxQD, and any sort of discussion you would like. So these are the softwares for that. Like I was talking about framework. There are few more framework which are called as REA, Rapid Evidence Assessment, more popular into the medical sciences, life sciences and all. Critical assess tool, CAT, SPICE, setting where perspective for whom, intervention, what, comparison, in comparison to what, and the evaluation of the result. SPICE is setting, P is perspective, I is intervention, C is comparison, E is evaluation. Right? This is one of the example how you can perform a star framework of review of literature. Right? These could be the few things which can help us in understanding how should we move ahead on writing a literature. It's very important here. There is one more spider sample phenomena interest design evaluation and research type. Here you can see an example of a spider setting goals, planning, implementation. There are two spider documentation, evaluation, and readjustment. What is the goal on that? There are different type of review of literature. All of these could have been performed using Mendeley. You might be thinking, how is that possible? How Mendeley can help us in review? This might be a question to you. I'm sure you won't be able to give me a hint. Let me give you one more reference here. This book will help everyone. Even this book, along with these two papers, will help every one of you. This is one of the very popular book, a pocket book kind of literature review, step-by-step guide for students. Diana Ridley. Second edition is already in the market. You can purchase that, maybe. And then workplace resources to improve both employees' well-being and performance. This is a paper based on meta-analysis, but good example of literature review. And then critically reviewing literature, a tutorial for new researcher, Karen Fernandez. I would give it 5-star rating to this. Must read for anyone who is into the literature. Okay. So this was the second part of today's session, which talks about what are the different types of literature review which could help us in expanding in all that reference. In the third part, we'll see how we can use Mendeley for that purpose, Mendeley for that object. Thank you, everyone.